Broker IPTV.
Today we're talking with Alison Brennan of the ABC investment team of RE/MAX Professionals. Welcome, how are you?
Good, thank you. Thanks for having me.
We're talking about what's going on in the market now that the tax credit went bye-bye. I mean, first impression, have you seen it really make some type of an effect on buyers?
Absolutely. First, when we're talking about the tax credit, we have to realize what market pool we're talking about. It's really affected the 300,000 below price point, right? The first-time home buyer. So since it ended on April 30th in the month of May, we really saw a decrease in showings and a decrease in under contracts.
Yeah, we experienced the exact same thing. May was a pretty quiet month, and a lot of the sellers, I imagine, were contacting you going, hey, what happened to all the showings?
Right.
Did you have that conversation?
I did. And, you know, I think sellers are kind of relaxing a little bit, which might be a mistake. I think in this ever-changing marketplace, we need to analyze their price point every 2 weeks with an absorption rate analysis.
Well, that was going to be my next question to you. I mean, now that it's gone away and they saw that month of May slow down, did the sellers say, okay, maybe we got to do a change of attitude or a change of game plan? Did you see that at all?
A little bit. They're kind of backing off a little bit, but, you know, as a real estate professional, we want to meet their goals. So I think that we need to analyze where they're at every 2 weeks in order to sell their house for the highest realistic price that a buyer is going to pay in the shortest amount of time.
Now, since then, have you seen buyers slowly coming more active into the market? I had said to some people, hey, listen, May was, you know, a loss of a tax credit. We had graduations, we had proms. Correct. That's all passed. I'm expecting people to start jumping back in here in June. Have you seen that?
Not necessarily. It kind of went up a little bit from May, but no, we're still seeing a little bit decrease in showings. It's not just to say that the buyers have gone away. If they were qualified to buy the home before the tax credit ended, then they're qualified now. It's just that they're taking their time and being more picky.
Well, the U.S. Senate has just approved a plan to give people more time now to close on that home. So originally, the way the first-time home buyer and tax credit incentive worked was that they had to be under contract by April 30th, closed by June 30th. Apparently, that's not enough time, still 60 days for some people, so they're going to give them, what is it, 3 months more?
3 months till September 30th.
That's kind of hard to believe that somebody's going to need 5 months to close on a house, but in any event, you know, good or bad, what's your thoughts?
I like this extension, personally, because if the buyer was buying a short sale, I have 2 properties, or 2 buyers right now, where we didn't get the short sale approval in time for them to close by the June 30th. So this extra 90 days is really going to help out.
Sure.
Or if the buyer was getting an FHA loan and there was inspection requirements that needed to be completed, there wasn't enough or ample time to get those inspection requirements done. So now that there is, and now that will prevent those homes that were under contract to going back into the marketplace and furthering increasing our absorption rate.
All right, last question. So a buyer now calls up and said, hey, listen, I missed the tax credit. Am I screwed? You know?
Absolutely not. The opportunity has not been lost. Just because the federal government doesn't offer it doesn't mean you can't be creative with the seller and come up with your own tax incentive plan. You can do it through buying down the rate or seller concessions, anything like that. So, you know, homes are still at a bargain and interest rates are still at a historical low. So get on in there. Don't miss the opportunity.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
You bet. Thank you.
Find more real estate videos at brokeriptv.com.